Some couples assume that the hardest part of the marriage green card is the paperwork. In reality, what wears people down is the uncertainty, not knowing what's normal, what's next, and how today's decisions affect the rest of their timeline. Many couples try to solve that uncertainty by hiring a lawyer. Sometimes that is absolutely the right choice. But what surprises couples is that even with representation, they're still responsible for understanding the process, gathering evidence, tracking notices, and making tons of mini decisions, often without a clear roadmap. In this video, I will walk you through what actually happens inside the system in 2026 from both the lawyer's side and the client's side, so you can see where confusion really comes from and how to resolve it. I remember emailing an attorney years ago, asking a question and waiting for an answer for over a week. It did not give me the reassurance I needed at the time, and that moment played a big role in why we chose to navigate our own process. We're both licensed attorneys today, but over a decade ago, we were in your exact position. And now that I'm an attorney myself, I can say this with confidence. Immigration law is incredibly broad and complex, and it evolves constantly. No single lawyer, or anyone for that matter, can hold every policy shift, timing pattern, and procedural nuance in their head at once. That's just not possible. That is why structured systems on individual processes are stepping in. They give couples a way to stay organized and understand the moving pieces without relying on memory or just scattered online information. This is not a law firm or a legal service, it's an educational system designed to help you prepare and organize your own application with confidence. And it goes far beyond paperwork. It helps you make sense of timing, travel, work authorization, interview prep, and all the smaller decisions that shape your journey. For a lot of couples, it becomes the middle path they always wish existed, structured like a college class, simple and practical to follow on your own timeline. As a recent example, a couple married on August 26 and filed their adjustment of status less than 3 weeks later. Their interview took place on November 12th, with the green card getting approved the very next day. That's 79 days from wedding to green card. Nothing about that outcome was rushed or improvised. The couple understood their deadlines, they aligned their marriage timing with their status window, and gathered the right documents in advance and filed as soon as the marriage certificate became available. Processing times are ultimately controlled by the USCIS, and no system can obviously guarantee the speed, but when couples understand how the process actually works and align their timing correctly, they remove the most common source of delay. That's the real advantage, not trying to move fast, but knowing exactly when and how to move at all. And for many couples, the biggest transformation is not speed, it's peace of mind. It's finally feeling like the process is organized, predictable, and no longer hanging over their heads. If you want to learn about this approach, start with our complimentary orientation linked in the description. It's the clearest way to understand the journey and plan it properly from the start. So, when does hiring an immigration lawyer make sense? Oftentimes, it's absolutely the right choice, especially if your case has legal complexities. That includes things like prior removal or deportation orders, criminal history, fraud allegations, waivers, court involvement, or anything that requires legal judgment and advocacy. In those situations, representation is not helpful. It is appropriate and a must. But many couples with straightforward marriage-based cases tell us something they did not expect. Even after hiring a firm, they were still responsible for a lot of the process. They were the ones gathering documents, answering intake questionnaires, following up on missing items, tracking notices, updating address changes, and making decisions as their lives evolved, often without fully understanding how each step fit into the larger timeline. That's not a failure of the lawyer, it's the reality of how immigration law is practiced at scale. Law firms are designed to provide legal oversight and representation, not to walk couples through every timing decision or downstream consequence of each choice. So, what surprises many couples is not that they have to do the work, it's that they're still managing the process, but without a clear framework for what is normal, what's next, or what actually matters. And that's where the anxiety comes from. So, what does that mean to be the client? You're not outsourcing understanding, you are outsourcing legal responsibility. That means you're still the one living inside the process day to day. And when questions come up, which they always inevitably do, most couples hesitate. Not because the questions are complex, but because they don't want to bother their attorney with something that feels minor, like, is it safe to travel now? Does this notice mean something changed? Or is it normal that we haven't heard anything yet? So they wait, or they check Reddit, or they second guess. One member described it as, I felt like I was chasing people for updates and it felt disempowering. That's not because lawyers are not helpful, it's because law firms are built to provide legal oversight, not procedural day-to-day hand-holding. They intervene when there is a problem. So, what tends to work better is when couples understand the sequence of the process from the beginning. What happens first, what comes next, and what actually requires action. When people know their timing and responsibilities up front, they move forward without feeling dependent on someone else's calendar or availability. And something we've seen consistently is that even couples who choose to hire a law firm, they still want a way to understand the process themselves. Not to replace their attorney, but to stay oriented. Because having representation is one thing, but understanding your own journey is another. And let's be absolutely honest here. Immigration is one of the only areas of law where everyone involved, attorneys, couples, and even the USCIS itself, is working inside a system that was not built for the volume, pace, and realities of today. I mean, we're still filing marriage adjustment of status on paper in 2026. On top of it, policies shift, processing times vary widely by location, and guidance is often released in fragments rather than clear instructions. So even when people are doing everything right, when they're doing everything by the book, the experience can still feel disorganized and unpredictable. I actually saw this firsthand when I went on Reddit the other day. And if you spend even 10 minutes in the USCIS or immigration subreddits, the problem becomes so obvious. Those spaces are filled with speculation, fear, and a lot of anxiety. Panicking over updates that do not apply to them and projecting worst-case outcomes based on incomplete or outdated information. It's not because people are irrational, it's because they're trying to navigate a system without a framework. The key is not to absorb everything. It's to understand what applies to you and ignore the rest. When you don't have structure, every TikTok feels relevant. When you do, most of the noise disappears. And that same structural problem exists on the professional side as well. Because inside the law firm, the experience looks different, but it leads to the same outcome for couples. Most immigration attorneys are doing their best inside a system that forces them to divide their attention across many case types at once. Deportation, defense, waivers, humanitarian cases, emergencies, deadlines, court hearings. Marriage cases are just one slice of that workload. Because of that, marriage-based green card cases are often handled in a reactive way. Forms get filed, evidence gets collected, RFEs get answered, but couples are rarely walked through the process as a full sequence from beginning to end. So what couples feel isn't bad lawyering. What they feel is uncertainty. They don't know what's normal, they don't know what's coming next, they don't know how their decision to travel overseas affect their next step. So couples are told, we will let you know if the USCIS needs anything, and then they wait. That waiting is where uncertainty lives. But the underlying issue is this. The system treats marriage-based immigration like a transaction. But for couples, it's a life-changing journey inside a system they're dealing with for the very first time. Recently, a couple joined our platform where the US citizen spouse was a licensed attorney. When asked why they chose this route, she explained that their case was straightforward, and what they really wanted was a structured, streamlined way to manage the process themselves. They felt like they didn't require outside representation, but what they needed was a clear system to keep things organized and moving. Again, for these couples, it's never about replacing lawyers. It's about having a reliable framework they could follow step by step on their own timeline. So, the purpose of the method is simple: to give couples a structured modern way to manage a routine government process with confidence, whether or not they work with a law firm. And one of the most helpful parts is how the system filters the noise. Instead of getting pulled into alarming scattered opinions online, you see only what applies to your situation. When something changes in immigration, a new pattern, a policy shift, an internal trend, the method updates accordingly, so you're always working with current relevant guidance. It's about having a reliable way to understand the process and stay aligned, even in an environment that can feel chaotic from the outside. Because this process is not about filling out forms, and it's definitely not the immigration environment of a few years ago. Filing is only the beginning. With today's volume, policy shifts, and increased USCIS touchpoints, the real risks come after the application is submitted. A USCIS notice gets lost in a mail, a card is delivered to the wrong address, a routine request for evidence goes unanswered because of a timing mix-up. Our members consistently say that the greatest relief came from having every notice, every message and update come directly to them and knowing exactly what each one meant and how it fit into their timeline. If what we've covered in this video helped you understand the process more clearly, then you've already reached the most important insight. The traditional paths were not designed for the way modern couples navigate this journey. Law firms are structured for complex matters. Online forums are scattered. DIY resources are incomplete. And form-prep companies like Boundless or Simple Citizen focus on generating paperwork, not helping you understand the timing, decisions, or real-world steps that shape your journey. What's been missing is a structured step-by-step framework for straightforward cases, something organized, current, and easy to follow without relying on anyone else's timing. The orientation is where we lay out this framework in full, how the steps connect, how timing works, and what decisions actually matter, and you will find the link right below this video.